Welcome to the deep dive. This is where we really plunge into fascinating topics, trying to pull out those key insights, the ones you need to be truly well informed. Today, we're heading somewhere really unique, a place that constantly challenges our understanding of, well, our own planet, a continent cloaked in way more than just ice. We often take Earth's gravity for granted, don't we? We sort of assume it's this constant uniform pull everywhere. But what if I told you that assumption is fundamentally flawed? That our planet actually holds these gravity anomalies places so profound they really challenge our understanding of its hidden depths. So today, our deep dive takes us right into one of Earth's most compelling mysteries, the Wilkes land gravity anomaly down in Antarctica. And look, this isn't just about like one single scientific discovery. It's more like a journey through layers of intrigue. We're talking cutting-edge satellite data, yeah, but also decades-old geopolitical secrets and even some pretty fantastical theories that have lingered for generations.
It's a fascinating stuff. And what's really striking here is the ingenious way we even started to uncover this anomaly. Our story really kicks off back in March 2002. That's when the Gracie twin satellites were launched from the Plesetsk spaceport. Now, their primary mission, their main job, was to meticulously map Earth's gravitational field. You should think of it less like, measuring weight, and more like detecting these subtle warps in space caused by concentrations of mass. These satellites, they basically chase each other in orbit.
Oh, right. I've heard about that. They measure the distance between them.
Exactly, by precisely measuring the tiny, tiny changes in distance between them as they pass over different parts of Earth, they can identify these gravity anomalies. Those are the areas where the gravitational pull differs significantly from the planetary average. And this technique, it has incredible practical uses. Things like tracking changes in groundwater, monitoring ice sheet melt.
Even finding resources, like oil.
Yeah, potentially pinpointing hidden oil deposits or even identifying potential earthquake zones. They're constantly giving us this sort of invisible map of our planet's hidden densities. It's pretty amazing.
Okay, so our mission today then is to sift through all these sources you've brought. We want to extract the most important insights about this immense anomaly and the continent it sits in, and then maybe explore what it all might mean for our understanding of Earth's, enigmatic interior. So, are you ready to join us? We're delving into a corner of our world where the very laws of gravity seem to hold a deeper secret. So with that context set up, let's zoom right in on the moment this mystery really began.
Wow.
It was during one of their routine flybys over Antarctica. The Grace satellites detected something truly extraordinary, just out of the blue. They're passing over Wilkes Land, this huge, seemingly barren stretch of ice, no obvious surface features, nothing you'd expect to cause a stir.
Right, just flat ice, seemingly for miles.
Exactly. Yet the gravity signature they picked up was so significant it actually caused the satellites to dip by an unprecedented 300 meters in their orbit.
300 meters, that's a lot.
It really is. It's a direct measure of an extraordinary concentration of mass hidden beneath the ice, completely unexpected. It forced scientists to ask, what on earth could be causing such an immense gravitational pull in this desolate place?
And that's where the investigation really ramped up.
Yeah.
The data clearly implied, an object. An object of immense, unprecedented mass buried deep under that ice shelf. Ralph von Fries, he's a geophysicist from Ohio State University, was a key part of the team making this startling discovery. Using various sophisticated radar equipment, they weren't just guessing here, they actually revealed a 320-kilometer-wide plug of dense material.
Wow, 320 kilometers and deep down.
Yeah, located more than 1.6 kilometers beneath Wilkes Land. And this is precisely what's known as a mascon, a mass concentration. Now, a mascon isn't just like a random lump. It's a super dense pocket of material. And while they can arise from, say, upwelling magma, the kind found in Wilkes Land, especially given its context, it often points to something else. It's often the lingering signature of a truly catastrophic event.
Like an impact.
Exactly. As Ralph von Fries himself was famously quoted saying, "If I saw this mascon signal on the moon, I'd expect to see a crater around it." And that statement, it was a critical clue. It really hinted at the true nature of this massive object.
And incredibly, the airborne radar images seemed to back that up. They revealed what looked, distinctly like a crater. A circular ridge stretching some 500 kilometers wide, running around that mascon.
It's 500 kilometers.
Yeah.
That's enormous.
It's huge. Just to give you some perspective, the Chicxulub crater, the one linked to the dinosaur extinction, that's about 180 kilometers wide.
Right.
So if this Antarctic formation is confirmed, it could potentially be the biggest impact crater ever found on Earth, dwarfing even Chicxulub.
Wow.
The implications, for Earth's ancient history, for life, for geology. They're just immense.
Absolutely immense. But of course, science being science, they had to consider other possibilities, which raises a really important question. Could this thick mass have been caused by, say, volcanic magma swelling up from deep within the Earth?
Okay, that seems plausible for a dense spot, right?
It's a valid hypothesis for a mascon, sure. Volcanic activity definitely pushes dense material upwards. However, the data presented this critical contradiction, something that quickly dispels any theory of volcanic activity being the cause.
Oh, what was that?
Well, our sources indicate that this specific area of the mantle, right beneath Wilkes Land, was found to be significantly thinner than the surrounding regions.
Thinner, not thicker.
Exactly, thinner. If it were a volcanic upswell driving such a massive mascon, you'd absolutely expect a thicker mantle plume pushing up all that material, not a thinner one.
Ah, okay. That makes sense.
Yeah, so this geological anomaly pretty definitively steers scientists away from a volcanic explanation. It really reinforces the impact theory.
Yeah.
And there's more. Beyond just identifying the 300-kilometer wide mascon itself, they also found that this object was actually sitting inside a much larger ring-like structure, also clearly visible in radar images of the land surface beneath the ice cap.
A ring inside a ring, almost.
Sort of, yeah. So if this truly is an impact crater, whatever caused that massive impact, it's apparently still sitting right there, dead center.
Let that sink in for a second. An object of immense mass, possibly the remains of some ancient cosmic collision, still lodged deep beneath one of the most remote places on our planet.
Yeah.
The sheer scale of this scientific finding, this colossal buried object that sort of defies easy explanation, maybe that naturally explains why Antarctica has been such a magnet for speculation and for these grander, more fantastical theories for decades.
It could well be.
It's almost as if the immensity of the scientific unknown paved the way for all these whispers and stories.
That's a good way to put it.
Okay.
Because despite our most advanced tools, our satellites, the sheer thickness of the ice, the extreme conditions, they limit what we can directly observe about this object.
Right.
We know its immense gravitational pull is unprecedented for the continent, but its exact nature remains elusive.
It's this fascinating void, isn't it? And it just begs to be filled.
Absolutely. And that uncertainty, it naturally opens the door to a whole wealth of speculation and theories, which, have a long and really storied history connected to Antarctica. The continent has been fertile ground for conspiracies for years, especially these allegations of secret bases built there during World War II.
Right, I've heard those stories.
Yeah, and some purported evidence even points to things like saucer-shaped entrances, built right into the side of mountains at incredibly high altitudes.
Which raises the question, how would you even get into them without some kind of flying craft?
Exactly, it feeds the narrative.
It's easy to see how that scientific void could be filled with such, well, dramatic stories. And it seems these theories really picked up steam after the Soviet collapse in 1991, right? When the KGB reportedly released some previously classified documents.
That's a key point.
These documents, whether they're fully accurate or not, they seem to shed light on the infamous Operation High Jump, which detailed the United States Navy sending these massive expeditions down to Antarctica for purposes that still seem debated today.
That's right, Operation High Jump. Officially, it was titled the United States Navy Antarctic Developments Program. And it was a truly colossal undertaking. It started August 26, 1946, finished up late February 47. And get this, it involved over 4,000 men, 13 ships, and 33 aircraft.
Wow, that's a huge deployment for research back then.
It was a monumental show of force. Now, the public reason given was to establish the Antarctic Research Base, Little America.
Well, there's the other side. Many believe its true purpose was something far more dramatic, like investigating an entrance reportedly found toward the center of the continent, an entrance that might have led to an inner Earth.
That's the narrative.
And a significant chunk of this, well, intriguing information has apparently come from Rear Admiral Richard E. Byrd himself. He was the commanding officer of the operation.
Yes, his accounts are central to this.
Can you imagine the stories? He apparently recounted tales of his Navy fleet being attacked by saucer-shaped craft that burst out of the icy oceans.
That's the claim. Allegedly nearly destroying his entire fleet before they finally escaped. It's a truly remarkable and, frankly, highly controversial account. And Admiral Byrd's subsequent statements only added to the mystique surrounding it all. He was later quoted as saying something like, "Our primary threat here on Earth isn't the Russians."
Oh, yeah. Who'da?
But from something located down near the South Pole that have the capability of attacking North and South America at will and with very little warning.
That's quite a statement.
It is. And this history, whether it's based in verifiable fact or just intriguing speculation, it undeniably colors how we view any new mystery cropping up on the continent, like the Wilkes land anomaly.
And beyond the whispers of secret bases
Yeah.
and aerial encounters, the sheer isolation, the untouched nature of Antarctica, it's also fueled theories about even grander hidden secrets.
Like Atlantis.
Exactly. Some have even proposed that the lost continent of Atlantis, that ancient, maybe technologically advanced civilization,
Mm.
could be resting right there under those ancient kilometer-thick ice shelves.
It certainly captures the imagination.
It does. So whatever your personal take on these theories might be, one thing is definitely certain. Antarctica has long been an enigma for scientists, for explorers. It's this vast white canvas onto which humanity projects its deepest scientific curiosities and maybe its wildest imaginings, too. So as we bring this deep dive kind of full circle, we're left with a truly compelling paradox, aren't we? On the one hand, we have this fascinating, verifiable scientific data. It points to an enormous, buried object beneath Wilkes Land, an object so massive it literally pulls satellites down with unprecedented force. It's a genuine geophysical anomaly. It strongly suggests a colossal impact from Earth's deep past.
The science is pretty solid on the anomaly itself.
Right. But on the other hand, the exact nature of what's actually down there beneath that immense ice shield, it remains stubbornly unknown. As our source material puts it, quite starkly, unfortunately, we may never know the full truth without direct exploration.
And that's an extraordinary challenge in such an extreme environment. Drilling down over a mile through ice, it's incredibly difficult, which really raises an important question for you, the listener, to ponder. Given this robust scientific evidence of such a massive, unexplained object, combined with these persistent historical narratives and, intriguing theories surrounding Antarctica, what does this tell us about the hidden depths of our own planet? Are there secrets down there we can barely imagine? And perhaps more importantly, what does it tell us about the limits of our current understanding? Even in this age of advanced satellite tech, are there truly vast secrets still waiting to be uncovered? Or are some mysteries simply destined to remain just beyond our grasp?
It's a thought that really does stretch the imagination, doesn't it? The more we discover, it seems, the more questions seem to emerge. So we definitely encourage you to continue your own exploration of these mysteries and maybe consider that unique blend of verifiable data and intriguing speculation that makes the Wilkes Land anomaly so incredibly compelling. The deep dive, it never truly ends.